Welcome to Mid-State Money Talk. My name is Cynthia DiFazio, joined today by Kevin Deitrich and Joe Deitrich, partners of First Choice Financial Services. To our viewers at home, today's show is just for you if you love football. Have you thought about the role of a football coach and how that correlates to a financial advisor? Well, if you love football, you love watching football, you play football, you love the Super Bowl, today's show is just for you. We're going to compare the two. Joe, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. It's good to be here.
It's good to be here. I can't wait to do today's show. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. How's Terry?
She's wonderful.
Good.
Keeping things together at home.
Awesome. And Kevin, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. And your lovely wife, how is she?
She's wonderful. Thank you so much for being our host. It's so good to see you again.
Oh, thank you. I'm always excited to have you in the studio because you share such amazing information with our viewers at home. And I know they're thinking about different things about planning for their retirement, but perhaps don't know where to start. You always give them the perfect starting place. So thank you both so much. Well, today's show, I'm excited. We're going to compare a football coach to, of course, financial planning, but favorite team. Let's talk about favorite teams. Joe?
Nittany Lions fan.
Okay.
Good old Central Pennsylvania, Penn State fan. Yep.
Awesome. Sounds good. Kevin?
Well, I would agree with that for the college, but the pros, I would not agree with that. So
okay.
I'm a Steelers fan in the pros, but a Nittany Lions fan in college.
All right.
He differs on that.
I go out of state. We're not going to talk about that, Cynthia.
Okay. What about the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, there's some Eagles fans in the family. They're there. They're welcome too.
I love it.
My son's Eagles fan.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I haven't disowned him yet, so that's a good thing.
Oh, I see. I love Nick Foles, who no longer plays, of course, for the Eagles, number 9, because I just love his personality. Sure. And so I had to throw that in there. But anyway, so I'm glad. I'm excited. Yeah. So here we go. Let's talk about the rules of the game, if you will. Financial planning versus working with a football coach. How are these things going to marry one another? Let's talk a little bit about the importance of game plan development. Just like players have a place on the field, well, your financial plan needs players as well. Talk a little bit about that, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, a game plan is going to be unique to the individual team, right? And to the team that you're playing against. So a good coach is going to put together a game plan that maximizes the talent that they have, or maybe the assets that they have, and is maximizing their success, just not today, but long term. And just like that, you know, a financial planner should also be working to put together a plan that is unique to the assets that you as a client have, and in order for your long-term success.
I love that. And Kevin, would you say that's kind of like finding the strengths of each, just like the coach puts the perfect player in at the right time, and then there's people that are benched?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the coach has to make sure that the players fit what they're trying to do on the offense and the defensive side of the ball. And we have to make sure that the plan that we're putting into place for our clients and the different structure that we have and the different accounts that they have are going to fit their need going in the future as well, obviously. Yep.
Perfect. And so it's not a one-size-fits-all situation, just like obviously there's strengths and weaknesses with our football teams, our football players. Yep. So no two retirement plans are exactly the same is what I think I'm hearing you say.
That's 100%. And something that Kevin says a lot of times in our live events is that we need to ask ourselves, at this point, are the accounts that we have, are they still serving us? Right? Are they still in our best interest? Are they still maximizing what we want to do going forward? And just like a coach makes adjustments week to week, and even inside that game plan, during that week or during that game, you need to be working with somebody who is able to make those adjustments and make the recommendations that are going to serve you in the future. Not what happened last week, but what happens this week.
So again, strategy adjustments is what we're speaking of right now. And that's really making sure when you have things like market downturns, Kevin, that you can make adjustments accordingly, just like pulling certain players from the field and sending other ones in.
Yeah. The best teams, the ones that win games and are consistent in winning games, I want to use my dad's favorite team since he's not here, is the Patriots. They've been so consistent and so good over the years, especially with Tom Brady, that they were able to make adjustments as they go. The game changes. Things happen in the game that are sometimes out of your control. A ref throws a flag that maybe shouldn't have been a flag thrown, and there's penalties, so it puts you back. So there's things that happen, and the same thing happens in our life. Life happens and things come into play. The market takes a downturn, no control of our own. A spouse passes away, no control of our own.
True.
Those are things that need to be adjusted. So our plans have to be fluid.
Yes.
So they can change on a dime. And just like a football coach has to change the direction or a direction of the team, I want to think of it, I'm trying to think of the term that it's that, as they're trying to, momentum, that's what I'm trying to think of.
I was going to go with Hail Mary pass.
So the momentum sometimes changes, and momentum is so important in sports.
Okay.
Is that you have momentum. You might not be playing real well, but if you have momentum going into, especially like half a time, coming out at halftime, those are all things that are very fluid. And so, same thing with our financial plan. It has to be fluid.
Absolutely, because you just said it so well, Kevin. Life changes, and when it changes, you have to adapt. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Also, so important, and this one is big, skill development. Just like players have to work out, they have to train, they have to go through certain processes to get stronger and stronger. Financial advising is a lot like teaching. It's also where you give financial concepts, empowering your clients. Talk a little bit about that, Joe.
So
That's a good correlation.
So what do the best coaches do, right? I mean, game planning is one of them. That's certainly, but you're only as good as the talent that's on the field. So in order to be able to coach and develop talent is super, super important as a coach. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Yes.
But it's not all that different when we're talking about somebody we're working with. This isn't how more important could it be? This is your future, right? This is your retirement. This is your life. So somebody that is taking the time to educate you, to ask questions about you, to figure out where are the knowledge gaps, where do you need to understand some things a little bit more that'll help you have not only success, but how about peace of mind, right? So the education piece is multifaceted.
It truly is. And Kevin, do you find that a lot of people that come into the office don't have true financial literature or literacy, I should say? We're going to have one show about that in the future. But it's so important for people to really understand the way their investment. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%. They need to be educated. And this is one of those things where sometimes life happens and you lose a job unexpectedly. Maybe you have some health issues and you have to quit work earlier than you expected. So those are things that can happen. So you need to be educated. We talk about in our workshops being proactive in our everyday life, but also in our retirement planning. Being proactive, making sure that you're educated, that you understand financial concepts. We're empowering you as the individual. This is your retirement plan. This is your future. And let's take it serious. We can't, as advisors, want it more than you do.
That's true. That's
true. And as a coach, you can't want that player to succeed or have success more than the player does.
That's true. Yep. Very good point. And for those players that are right now sitting on the bench and they're waiting to get into the game, let's think about that, and they're not sure if they can retire, you've come up with firstchoicequiz.com. Right. Can we spend a little bit of time talking about that, what that is before we take our commercial break, Joe?
Yeah.
The firstchoicequiz.com.
Absolutely. A good first step is finding out, where am I at? Where do I currently stand? Where can I get better? Where can I find a coach or a partner to work with me? So if you go to firstchoicequiz.com, that'll take you directly to a link. There'll be several questions, a little bit of feedback put into there, and it's going to give you a clear indication as to where you're at, maybe some next steps that you need to take. A great next step is to just give us a call right now. We can get you on that path as well. It's 888-959-2743. There's also a QR code on the screen.
Joe, thank you so much. Kevin, thank you so much. To our viewers at home, it's time for you to get in the game. How do you do so? Pick up the phone, call in today, 888-959-2743, or grab your smartphone, click on that QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. If you're curious to see where you stand on the road to retirement, and if you're ready to retire, make sure you take that quiz, firstchoicequiz.com, firstchoicequiz.com, or go ahead, click the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. Don't go anywhere, all you football lovers. Today's show is just for you. We have so much more as we compare the retirement advisor coach to a football coach. Stay tuned.
How I got in the world of finance? My brother-in-law had a friend that was in the business, and he was looking to find an agent, and I was looking for a job. I was really hesitant, almost didn't do it. But then I thought, I got to have a job while I'm looking for future, you know, and so that's why I took it. And then one day I was asked to deliver a death claim check to a family. This was a very emotional situation, and my son was there watching this whole thing. So as I sat down and went over the amount of the money and how it should be spent, oh, she was just up and hugging me and thanking me. And at that point in time, it hit me that what I'm doing is really important. It's not just being in the life insurance business. And so it was just a few months till I was independent. Yeah, I couldn't do what I wanted to do as a captive agent. As an independent, it allowed me to be flexible with my time. And now the blessing is that Kevin, that young man I was talking about, he is now joining me in my practice. And his brother, Joe is joining me in the practice. So the future of First Choice Financial Services is in great hands.
Welcome back to Mid-State Money Talk. My name is Cynthia DiFazio, joined today by Kevin and Joe Deitrich. They are partners of First Choice Financial Services, and we are talking all about how football and financial planning actually marry each other. They go hand in hand. You need a coach for both. Gentlemen, today's show is so much fun because I love talking. I don't know a lot of football, but I love talking about football. And it's just amazing when you think about how it does correlate so well, the world of football, the world of financial planning. So jumping into the next one, teamwork. Let's talk a little bit about teamwork, Kevin. A coach collaborates with players and assistants to execute the best strategies. What about the financial advisor?
Yeah, football is great.
Yes.
I had the privilege of coaching high school football for 4 years and coached both my sons. And my dad coached us. My brother and I both played the same school. My dad coached. And what's so neat about it is that it creates teamwork.
Yes.
And it teaches individuals, males that play football, how to rely on other people and to how to dig down deep inside themselves and find that person that they are, really. And teamwork is so important. It builds unity. It allows you to rely on someone else to help out with the goal that you're shooting for. And working with a financial advisor is very similar. We partner with people. We don't do anything other than just help them and partner with them. We talk about it from a team perspective, is that you're joining our team. And we love you, your family, and we're going to show you how to get a plan that's going to be stress-free for your retirement. And we might add some other people to the plan, estate planners, tax advisors. Those are important as well. And we'll bring those pieces of the puzzle in, or those part of the team in every now and then to help make sure that the team is successful going forward.
Because it all collaborates to a very holistic retirement plan, making sure that all of those pieces and parts are in place. It's not just one thing. Of course, income is the most important, but like you mentioned, Kevin, it's a team that comes together to make sure that people have a true financial plan.
Yeah, there's things that you just don't know what you don't know. There's things that come up that you need support. People don't realize the emotional standpoint of retiring. I just met with a couple the other day that is feeling that. And I said, you know, when we sit down with our prospects for the first time, people that call in from the TV show, that when you guys call in, we're going to sit down with you. We're just going to sit back and say, how can we help you? And they're going to spill the beans, basically. They're going to just pour out like a fire hose. Here's what you can help, but here's my concerns.
Yes.
That's what we encourage them to do, right? Sometimes it's a little slow as we get to know each other, and then things start to really develop. And just the other day I met with someone, and the emotional aspect is really real, because we could say, all right, well, what if tomorrow you could retire? And you would think somebody would be like, awesome, that's amazing. And the reaction was like, you know, and I said, well, wait a minute, that seems like there's something else going on here, right? We're not talking about dollars and cents anymore. And so now we start talking about something totally different. There's some emotional aspects that need to work through, you know, so that's also important. So but it's teamwork. We help draw that out and identify where it is, but there's also work on our prospects and our clients' work as well to take the time and think through those things, not just money-wise, but also where am I going with the next 20 or 30 years of my life?
That is true.
The best coaches are those coaches that develop players that they know that the player knows I can trust that coach. You know, he's got my back.
Yes.
And you know, that's what brings teamwork, and that's what, you know, is so important as we move forward in our adult life, and look at the family unit. It's so important, and it's no different than as a financial advisor. It's so important for us to say, "I got your back."
Yes.
And they really know, yes, Kevin, Joe, first choice. They have my back.
Yes, yes. I love that. And you just, when you said that, bringing out the best, you remind my favorite coach, Pete Carroll. I loved him. Pete, if you're watching, I'm a huge fan because he brought out the best. Remember when he was coaching Russell Wilson, who was number 3 at that time for the Seattle Seahawks? See, now I'm getting really technical. He was an amazing coach, and he brought out the best part of the players.
Yep.
So anyway, I know I just digressed.
He's still coaching, by the way.
Isn't he college now?
No, he came back to the NFL.
No. Which team?
The Raiders.
Oh, we're gonna have to Google. Oh, that's my new favorite team. Let's just let that be known. Exactly.
Yeah, this really digressed.
Oh my gosh,
Well,
I love it. It's okay.
It's fun.
That's how we have fun. So talk about a little bit about accountability, how a coach will hold players accountable for their roles, ensuring that they stay on track and give their best effort to be really, really accountable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is important because you know, we are going to sit down and set goals that are unique to our clients. Their goals might be very different from the last person that we spoke to. Your goals is not the same as your neighbor's goals. And so that's the important part to build upon, because accountability can sometimes be kind of a scary word, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's uncomfortable to be held accountable, but if we have the perspective that we are being held accountable to what's best for us, right? We've set goals, you set goals, you want to get to a certain place, it's our job to help you in that. And sometimes that's going to mean like, hey, how are things going with this? How are things going with getting that mortgage paid off before X amount of date? Those are things that the realm of accountability that we're talking about. It is in support of your goals.
Yeah,
I love
the
that.
best coaches just they cast a vision for the team, and the players that don't come under that vision and accept that vision, they're not really part of the team. But the players also should be included in that decision. What is the player's vision, right? So some coaches just say, this is my vision. Some good coaches say, let's look at the vision together as a team.
I love
unit.
that.
And I think good financial advisor does the same thing. The first meeting we talk to you guys about, talk to them about, is that we ask them to dream again. We ask them to create some goals. What's your goals for retirement? That's one of the questions we ask. And they sit back, it's like, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I just want to retire.
Yeah, I just want to be okay. Well, let's dig a little deeper than that.
What do you want to do?
What's the lifestyle look like? What's the financial goals?
Yeah.
So then the
out.
goals are combined, and then they're together, and that's where it creates the teamwork. You know, like I said before, you as an advisor cannot want it more than the other person.
That's true.
Than the client. So
we're creating a long-term vision to you know what that plan is going to be like. What is your next 20 or 30 years like? Kevin says, dream again. It's okay to dream again. We encourage that. And now we have something to work towards. If you're just working and don't have a goal in mind, how do you know when you're going to get there?
That's very, very true. And something else that you're so good at, because I've known you now for I don't even know how many months, or maybe it's a year already, but motivation and support. You are both so passionate about making sure that your clients stay on track for retirement, and you support them as they make very difficult decisions. That also correlates with a football coach, if you will. Joe, would you like to speak about that for a little bit?
Yeah,
Emotional
absolutely.
support?
Well, so earlier this week, I had the opportunity to have a mini celebration in the office. A couple came in, and guess what? They have scheduled their last mortgage payment before retirement. And the relief was amazing, right? And so we've been working for this for, I don't know, maybe 2 years. And 2 years ago, we wouldn't have believed that was even going to be possible, let alone at the date that the retirement date was set, you know, and here we are. So we get to celebrate those. Those are really the success stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a great feeling.
I have a story to share. I have a couple that I worked with about a year or so ago now that they were concerned about paying off the mortgage before they actually retire. And they have a couple years to retire, maybe 3 or 4 years to retire. And we put a plan together to basically make some extra payments on the mortgage, make some lump sum payments on the mortgage to get that paid off in that 4 years or so that they're going to retire. And so, but life happens, and they took the car in to get inspected. It wouldn't pass inspection, so they had to buy a new car. Well, that was unexpected, right?
Absolutely.
But if they didn't have long-term vision, if they didn't know this is the goal, to pay the mortgage off by this time, and they didn't see that we were that they're accountable to us, they were all upset when they came in to me and said, "We have to buy a new car. This is going to really wreck our plan." I said, no, let's adjust the plan. Because remember, the plan has to be fluid. Things happen. Okay, we have to make sure we can make changes on the run. And the motivation and support we have to, as advisors, make sure we come back under and say, hey, we got you.
Yes.
You know, this is a hiccup. This is something that happens. Unexpected is not your fault. No one's fault. Let's make the best of it and move forward.
I love that.
And so we redid the plan a little bit, and they're going to pay off in 4.5 years, not 4. So they're happy with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin, thank you so much. Joe, thank you so much. To our viewers at home, there's a number for you to call on your screen. That number is 888-959-2743. You're calling in to book your complimentary consultation with Kevin and Joe. Let them get to know you one-on-one. What are your goals? What are your hopes? What are your dreams for retirement? Joe and Kevin can make them a reality just by calling in today and scheduling that time with them. 888-959-2743. If you're curious to know where you are on the road for retirement, visit firstchoicequiz.com, firstchoicequiz.com, or you can click the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. We're going to take a very short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We have so much more about how it correlates with a football coach, being a financial advisor, how they go hand in hand. Stay tuned.
A recent MarketWatch story followed a 63-year-old who had everything mapped out for an early retirement until the markets dropped. Overnight, his confidence was shaken. Years of saving and planning suddenly felt uncertain. It's a familiar story, especially when headlines are filled with volatility and downturns. But the truth is, retirement doesn't have to hinge on the market timing. With the right plan, you can build a retirement strategy that prepares for the uncertainty. It's about balance, growth for the future, protection for the now, and a flexible income strategy to help you stay the course. The markets may fluctuate, but your retirement doesn't have to. A diversified strategy built around your lifestyle and goals can help you retire and stay retired.
Welcome back to Mid-State Money Talk. My name is Cynthia DiFazio, joined today by Kevin and Joe Deitrich, partners at First Choice Financial Services. And what we're talking about today is the role of a football coach, a role of a financial advisor, and how these two actually correlate very well. So this next one, and this is so good, and you're amazing, both of you gentlemen, at doing this, and Al as well, is building confidence. It's so important to build confidence with team members, with players, if you will. Talk a little bit about how that correlates with financial advising.
Yeah,
Joe?
Absolutely. So, you know, a player that's not confident isn't going to perform at their best, right? Mm-hmm. They're inside their head, they're overly stressed. You certainly cannot be enjoying the game, let alone being successful. So building confidence is a huge role for a coach, and as it is for a financial advisor. Confidence in where you've positioned your money, confidence in that you're not going to run out of money, things that we might not think about. Last week I met with somebody who their goal is to be very, very generous with their money, right? I want my kids, my grandkids to be able to pass those assets on. That's a great goal. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? And I'm sure that those kids and grandkids are going to be very appreciative. But wouldn't we like to have confidence to know how much we can do that safely and still not run out of money? So things that we don't necessarily think about, building confidence in our decision-making ability. So that is super, super important.
Most definitely. Kevin, were you going to add to that?
Deion Sanders, you ever hear of him?
Absolutely.
Okay, right now he's the head football coach for Colorado.
Yes.
And he was a odd man coming up through the NFL, but he says, you know, you look good, you feel good, you play good. You know, and it's building confidence in his players. He's building that confidence. Hey, if you look good, you feel good, you look good, you're going to play good. And
love that.
How does that relate to financial advisor? I don't know, but it's a good saying, you know what I mean? But if you
can be successful even if you don't look good. But
if it just gives you that confidence that, hey, I'm not going to say to my client, hey, you feel good, you look good, you're going to play good. I'm not going to say that.
Right.
But I'm going to say the decisions you make feel good about those.
Yes.
Knowing that we, as the coach, as the business coach, as the financial advisor, retirement planner, whatever you want to call us, is going to be there to support you, to help you, and to say, hey, great job. Great job for making an extra payment. Great job for paying off that mortgage early.
Absolutely.
And hitting your goal, you know.
And the educational piece, providing the education, the explanation, the basis for the decisions that you're making, the framework, that's going to give you the confidence as well. That is the look good, feel good, retire good.
Yeah.
Yes, and actually, you just mentioned it, Joe. Education and skill development, again, coming back to that, it's so important to have clients that have the financial literacy, if you will, to make sure that they actually understand how they're invested, how they're positioned, and just making sure that they're in overall good shape.
A great coach equips their players for anything that the life throws at them.
I like that.
I mean, it's not just football. Football is just what you get to do. But football teaches you so much about life.
Absolutely.
My father's favorite player of all time is Tom Brady.
Oh, yes, he's
I
awesome.
don't necessarily like Tom Brady. That's
like
just
Tom
my
Brady.
opinion. But and so every time my dad brings up Tom Brady, I just like, oh, here we go again with Tom Brady. But he does make some good points, and he is an ambassador of football.
Yes.
And he mentions that football teaches you a lot more than just life.
Oh, yeah.
If life hits you and knocks you down, you're going to get up and keep going.
Yes.
Football teaches you that without really even knowing it.
Yes.
And so equipping your players, equipping your clients to make good choices, informed decisions, and to have confidence in the plan that they put together, and it's so important going into retirement.
It really, truly is. Kevin, thank you so much. Joe, thank you so much. I know that you have a very special message to our viewers at home. Talk about what that is, please. We only have a minute left.
That's right. So we're looking to offer a customized retirement plan for you, right? We're looking to offer you time with us in our office. Call the number on the screen or click the QR code, and we can get started down the road of that, becoming that partner, that education, and the foundation for a successful retirement.
Joe, thank you. Kevin, thank you. Again, viewers at home, it is time to get off the bench and get into the game. Call in today, 888-959-2743. 888-959-2743. Take the retirement quiz, firstchoicequiz.com. Make sure that you're on the right path for retirement. Thank you for spending time with us today on Mid-State Money Talk. Be safe, be happy, and be blessed. We will see you soon. Again, the number is 888-959-2743. Thank you for watching. Take care now.